karingezuva namwesha uya iwiwo.
My name is Piwai, and I'm originally from Zimbabwe, from Harare, where I grew up, born and raised. I want to introduce myself and my style of music called Neo Afro Soul. It's a fusion of African music or African sounds based on the drum of the African drum and all the complex African rhythms, and I fused that with jazz, I fused that with Latin music, I fused that with a little bit of reggae and any flavor of music that I've actually had the pleasure and experience to be a part of. I've worked with different artists from around the world as I embarked on my musical journey a few years ago, and some of the people that I've played with have inspired me to steer away from, just being a part of a group, but to actually explore my own music, my own sounds. And so, because I love rhythms, I'm driven by them, and I'm constantly making rhythms. And this isn't new because I've been doing it for quite a while. I wrote my first song called Let It Be when I was 13 years old. I was in boarding school in Macheke, small town outside of Marondera in Zimbabwe, and I know that they're still singing that song at the school. I was surprised because when I went back years ago, I was just hanging out with the teachers and some of the students, and I heard some kids break out into the song, and they didn't even know I wrote the song, but it was just so inspiring, and I just knew it that I really loved songwriting. So yeah, I love music. I just love it's the rhythm of my life. Without it, I'm kind of like lost in a way. Yeah. So the album right now was supposed to be out a year ago, but now we're gonna have it out January 2015. The album will be out. Yeah. And so will the single, Cushion My Fall. If you want my music currently, it's you find me on Facebook, Piwai, Piwai. You can also find me on my long website, pymossimusic.com, which you probably see on the screen, I suppose. And also I'm on Reverb Nation. I have a song on iTunes. This was the first song I ever put out there. It's called Plu de Sida. It was a song that I collaborated with an Ivorian musician a few years ago. It's Plu de Sida simply means no more AIDS. This was inspired by personal experiences because I've lost several relatives, at the least 8 people that I've lost close family to HIV/AIDS a few years ago. So when I started doing music at the behest of my mother, she asked me that I sing, something to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS, and orphans that are left behind because of the disease. So Plu de Sida was a song I remember when we were in the studio, I was like crying the whole time singing it because it's such a personal song. Even when we had to rewrite some of the lyrics right on the mic because I just couldn't sing. I just kept having visions of these people that I was singing the song about. And so it's on iTunes, Plu de Sida. It's, when you see it, it kind of says Plus de Sida, which is the French way of saying no more AIDS. So the song is in French, it's in Shona, and it's in English. So yeah, I have a thing about languages, I guess. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the next few years, and I hope that those of you who already know about my music will continue to support us, and I want to say thank you to everybody that I've worked with, regardless of where we are right now, in whatever stages of life we are. So thank you for the inspiration you've provided for me, for those who have carried me through my lowest points in my life or the highest points in my life. Just want to say thank you for the support. Say thank you to my parents, to my brothers and my sisters, you know, for the support that they give me, and to everybody that's in the music community that I've worked with, to people who just embrace what I'm doing. It means a lot. Every time I perform somewhere, you know, sometimes you perform in front of very stiff crowds or stuffed crowds or whatever. There's always somebody who walks over and says, you know, and I was in tears the whole time playing. So that's why I do music, is to inspire people, regardless whether they understand what it is I'm singing about, but the fact that they feel what I feel inside of me, and for them to be able to capture that as I am presenting my music to them is, I guess, very fulfilling, and it makes me happy. On another project that I'm working on, that's coming up soon. It's more of a meditative project that I'm working with a friend of mine that's based in San Diego. It's more of an underground project, so I don't want to disclose the name, but it's already out on YouTube. So if you're familiar with my voice, you'll probably recognize it, but this is what we'll be doing. 내 맘 싹싹가린 게 수바 나무에 샤오야 이위오 내 맘 싹싹가린 게 수가 나무에 샤오야 이위오 아이와 내 맘 싹싹가린 게 수가 나무에 샤오야 이위오 오나가 내 맘 싹싹가린 게 수가 나무에 샤오야 이위오 내 맘 싹싹가린 게 수가 나무에 샤오야 이위오 Pereka, 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 muram karanga ibu. Onaga pereka, 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 muram karanga ibu. Maku erere, maku erere, maku erere, maku erere, maku erere, maku erere. Makuerere, 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 makuerere. Vamwe vana venyu varamba kutera
ndakapira kare ndichivanza zvinodava mwe vari kuramba vamwe vana venyu varamba kutera ndakapira kare ndichivanza zvinodava mwe vari kuramba kazanyanya shungu dzamakamba akatisiya ndochema kwazvo handidi kuona zviminga mupinisi veduwe shungu dzamakamba akatisiya ndochema kwazvo handidi kuona zviminga mupinisi veduwe aiwa zvanyanya ndinakambira mazano zviminga mupinyi zvawanda ndinakambira mazano zviminga mpinyi zvawanda shungu dzamagamba akatisiya ndachema kwazvo handidi kuona zviminga mpinyisi veduwe shungu dzamagamba akatisiya ndochema kwazvo handidi kuona zviminga mpinyisi veduwe aiwa zvanyanya baba munyaradzi nai baba munyaradzi we baba munyaradzi we nai baba munyaradzi we baba ndiani wadaita lowereka ndiani wadaita ndiani wadaita ndiani wadaita baba ndiani wadaita lowereka ndiani wadaita ndiani wadaita ndiani wadaita baba Sasa karingesuba namoicha uyairiwo nemam sasa karingesuba namoicha uyairiwo